For Konkonku TV Sunie Mamunina Kwaba Moshieshia Anya Sabredie and Sani Bubrija Ajeta Ajeke Crow near de Baba Somwo and Samoa Sabre Yadiatua when a news swankasa or tele pafo Momadasa obe subscribe no share no like no comment e de aboys and a bayadane Diane Saka Bisenia de Tower baby I wish be when Sabeka na ebeka na dane debia so so ise wo subscribe we notification bell no onyumaso na umia or no so ya de brewa ubenya ne pepepe ni brem abusua brem de de ma wo ni bi ene se mampani Addo Addo State of the Nation address na jebo wetimi akwa kenkan na wasidum so oba beto senkani ahonsem enye atape wasiesie ama sabrede afa no ntoma pefrent obeto sum nso okoi wagya ye han sanso ena wachechiri mu se wo mai Ghana is no broke. Ghana, sa country broke tag no eniya so de biara da. O me gina na so peme ye wo enkania. Esa so wo ye bibidi wo ye sika e wo kure mu a Ghana and say never broke. E ho nsem wo hawa obeto mampanyini enum. Ena afeyi so ne bodyguard ya no wo gina na chi a wonwe no ye hu de ye ogina hwa de hu ya se kutukum wo twahwe ame ya ma no so a nipa begum nifa bikura na bisuso wa nachi a ye de ne esena kwam ye to ne cha ane sabre na aye awrehosem ye sra hoden e de amasa mampani bodyguard ya otuhwe ye e wo parliament wa bra o kenkan State of the Nation address Sona no na ne kurakura mu Speaker of Parliament Aban Kingsforce mana bagben e ma akwanya bra mampani kasa wie ne se dom kuma ne kase ne nyina ba no dafo no obi a mekasa e dom kuma ba no dani de odwo mampani ne se ayi no anka woye ne se to sa Ghana de panyin obedi so abakọ se mo Ghana trokan no akufu ade ye nka ne bi de biara da nanso edom kase ne ba ne dani afenyo ma kensese yo aboa bisu osese ye hwe ye ne anya ne yi a mo amunim ye no mo se mo ba mo be ya me ahwe ye wo ho ye be hwe nso ampa na tiniye no dada na ne wo ho no ye ska kire Ghana fo se no a na eba no so me so me ditumi na ma mo se mo meya me nhwe a ye nso ye hwe ene nsempi ena mpanimfu ekekan ya na chese esi de na ba beso mo ewa fidie so ha ya na nsa ebe kasa nsemi na tibomo na sa wo hwe obe subscribe no wa share no like na wa comment abusia nsemo ade tutu dwa nyina ho voices ni ade ena ebe free.
The Speaker, the country is not broke. As some propagandists want us to believe. We're handing over the country with gross international reserves of almost 8 billion United States dollars. This is more than the 6.2 billion United States dollars of gross international reserves my administration inherited in 2017. By the minority leader on the campaign trail and in the presence of the now president-elect, that my successor will increase the price per bag of cocoa from the current 3,100 cedis to 6,000 cedis. Our farmers will be very happy when this pledge is realized. We were told by the minority leader on the campaign trail and in the presence of the now president-elect that my successor will increase the price per bag of cocoa from the current 3,100 cedis to 6,000 cedis. Our farmers will be very happy when this pledge is realized. Speaker, Ghana has made significant progress in expanding electricity access, with the electricity access rate increased to 88.85%. up from the 79.3% I inherited. In renewable energy, completed projects such as the 4 megawatt floating solar PV at Bui, and a 15-megawatt solar PV at Kaleo, together with a 100-megawatt solar PV under construction at Bui, and a mini-grid electrification program in Addo East, have advanced efforts to reach the 10% renewable energy target by 2030. Mr. Speaker, it is worth emphasizing that I inherited a nation plagued by doomsday, but I'm very happy to say that I leave office with the lights on. This achievement did not come without its challenges. When my administration assumed office, we inherited an energy sector legacy debt of $2.5 billion United States dollars. The Energy Sector Recovery Program, developed by government and the World Bank, projected that this debt would balloon to a staggering $12.5 billion United States dollars within 5 years if no decisive actions were taken. We knew that such a scenario would cripple the sector, undermine investor confidence, and plunge the nation back into darkness. Mr. Speaker, we got to work immediately. Through tough negotiations with independent power producers, prudent financial management, and targeted interventions, we've been able to stabilize the sector while keeping the lights on. I'm pleased to report that we've kept the energy sector legacy debt to $2.5 billion, the same level we inherited, and have averted the $12.5 billion debt scenario, despite the rising cost of energy production and the global economic challenges that have unfolded during
IMF when you began, and you are still being cushioned at the end of your term. Mr. President, you left something very important in your account. You left out an account of your promise to God to build him a cathedral. But Mr. President, Mr. President, I will leave that for you, between you and your God. Mr. President, let me remind His Excellency, Honorable Speaker, that his tenure in office will remain a timely reminder of how not to govern the country. But let me also be quick to assure the good people of Ghana that hope is on its way. In President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, we can once again gain a brighter future from the throes of despair. Together we will work hard to lift ourselves from this historic low and reclaim our place, our glory as the Black Star of Africa. Once again, fellow Ghanaians, we are comforted and strengthened by the following words of scripture. And I'm quoting Exodus chapter 14, verse 13. And I quote, "And Moses said unto the people, Fear you not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you shall see them no more." Bye-bye, Mr. President. It is finished. With that, Mr. Speaker, I thank you very much.
Honorable members, I've taken note of all those who were on their feet. and what they said. But it's now time for me to invite the majority leader, the leader of the House, to have a say.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to say a few words in response to the statement on the state of the nation delivered by His Excellency the President. Mr. Speaker, this is the man who 1997 entered the Chamber of Parliament during the second Parliament of this Republic. He inspired the youth of this country through his advocacy. Hansa testified of his great work in the chamber of this house. Then, as students, we sat at the gallery to observe and to take inspiration from him. Mr. Speaker, through resilience, through firmness of conviction, he tried over and over again and made it to the presidency. Mr. Speaker, today he has fulfilled a constitutional obligation to boldly deliver for Hansa his records in office for the 8 years. Mr. Speaker, it may be that for some political expedience, we may not appreciate what he has done for this country. But, Mr. Speaker, history, in its fair judgment, will state that there came an Akufo-Addo whose record in the educational sector of our country was unmatched and unequaled. Mr. Speaker, this is a man who is never afraid of challenges that confront him.
Honorable members, please, silence. Let's listen to the majority leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, he has given us data, which data tells us the record he came to meet and the record he's leaving us with. Mr. Speaker, the Agenda 111, a very ambitious policy to revive our health sector and to provide for the needs, the health needs of the many vulnerable communities, Mr. Speaker, which is also unmatched, is there for all of us to see. Mr. Speaker, above all, this president and his government have demonstrated that they have what it takes to keep our country safe all around us. And by virtue of my being a member of the ECOWAS Parliament, I am able to say on authority the challenges our West African neighbors face in terms of security. This country is safe and secure, and it is a haven for many West Africans who would want to invest in our country. This is a country we must be proud of. Mr. President, your country is proud of you. democracy has experienced its best under your leadership. Today, we are being told that there's a new hope. That's no problem. It is supposed to be so. But soon, we will see the true colors of the umbrella. So, Mr. Speaker, I would want to say to my colleagues that you are yet to take over. We would be watching you for the next 4 years. And if indeed you have transformed, we will see with our naked eyes. This is a government that came into office and faced major challenge which confronted the world all over, but demonstrated resilience. This is a government that ensured that in spite of the COVID, all government sector workers were paid. This is a government that kept the lights on. This is a government that ensured that over 5.7 million Ghanaians had access to education. And Mr. Speaker, I would want to relate to this issue of free SHS. It took the grace of God for me to complete secondary education because my mom could not afford, my stepdad could not afford. It took the grace of God. And I know there were many Ghanaians who could not afford free SHS and because could not afford secondary education and had to stay at home. We know in our communities today, all those who could not get free SHS benefited from it when Akufo-Addo assumed office. Mr. Speaker, TVET was also implemented for those who are placed at the lowest ebb of fortune's wheel to also get advantage of getting technical education. This is it. This is the record that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is leaving us with. This is it. This is the record that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is leaving us with. Mr. Speaker, posterity will be the utmost judge. And I repeat, soon and very soon, the Ghanaian people will see the true colors of this umbrella. I rest my case. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Members, honorable members, honorable members, please, let's be guided by the lessons of the wise saying that if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go further, you go together. I'm sure, as honorable representatives of your people, you understand the full import of this wise saying. With this, honorable members, once again, let me thank all of you for creating a conducive environment and for assisting me to host His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. We will now proceed to do what is expected of us, and that is to adjourn the sitting for today. Honorable members, the House stands adjourned till tomorrow. You don't want to come to work? Oh. Actually, we don't have time. And so I wanted you to come for us to do something tomorrow. But if you say you are available only on Monday, you prefer tomorrow. Monday. Honorable members, I get the sense of the House and will accordingly adjourn to Monday at 10 in the forenoon. The House is accordingly adjourned.
Reducing delays in justice delivery. Additionally, the implementation of the e-justice system has digitized case management and streamlined processes, solidifying the judicial's role as a bulwark of Ghana's democracy and development. Moreover, the Law House, the modern facility for the Office of the Attorney General, has now been completed. Mr. Speaker,